Ugh. As The Rock once said, what in the blue hell was that? Oh my god. That ending. Why does it have to be WrestleMania season and Raws are this bad? Anywho, let's start off this review of Monday Night Raw, shall we? And believe it or not, they cut it with, guess what? A 15-minute promo. But it wasn't, you know, Seth Rollins or... It wasn't necessarily good, I'll get to that a little later. It was Sting, that's right, the vigilante, the icon, man called Sting. Sting comes out with a baseball bat and all, and, you know, just Sting being there is kind of a little bit refreshing because it's like, you know, Sting's obviously not on TV a lot, so it's like him being there, okay, you know, so he gets interrupted by one Queen of Queens, and the funny part about this, first of all, is it just me, or does Stephanie, and I said this on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, the link is down in the description box, right there, but anywho, is it just me, or did the Queen of Queens herself, aka Stephanie McMahon, remind you of like 2001, possibly 2000 for what she was wearing? Like for some reason, I kind of like the outfit she would wear back in like, I don't want to sound like an Attitude Era mark, but it sounded like something she'd probably wear in the Attitude Era, her, that, you know, bad, evil bitch look to her, so it's kind of like, okay, I dig this. But anywho, she comes out and she says to Sting that that basically he's on the big stage now, and I'm going big stage now, okay, because WCW didn't beat WWE never in the ratings department, nah, never. WCW didn't almost put WWE out of business, no. Anyways, then again, you can make a case about from Mysterious of 2002 to what, 2012, 13-ish, when he was still in TNA. Yeah, those were the great days. Anywho, so Stephanie's about to slap one Sting, and then Sting catches his arm, and out comes God, the King of Kings. So Stephanie leaves the ring, grabs his sledgehammer. No pun intended here. I'm actually meaning his actual sledgehammer, not what you're probably thinking of. From under the ring, she comes out very creepy, just like this. I'm sure you've seen gifs of it. Then she hands it to Triple H, but no. Sting uses his baseball bat for leverage. So at WrestleMania, it'll be the battle between the black baseball bat versus the sledgehammer. No, seriously though, it's gonna be like a fantasy match that, you know, is actually gonna happen in real life. But anyways, you guys already know how I feel about this match, this feud between Sting and Triple H. Overall, I could care less about it from a certain extent just because of how old Sting is, and Triple H, I mean, yeah, obviously Triple H is older, but, you know, I still think Triple H has still got some left in the tank. Sting... But this way, Triple H is going to make him look like $1 million at Mania. Okay, so... Then we have, apparently we have a poll on the WWE app. Randall Keith Orton will face either Kane, Big Show, or the team of Seth Rollins, along with JJ Security, who I could have sworn was fired by, they quit, I should say, being Seth Rollins' security. But, you know, this is the same company who just, you know, about a month ago, Miz fires freaking Damien Mizdow, but Mizdow is still hanging around with him. Anywho, so yeah, that's a potential matchup. And Paige and AJ Lee are talking about which one of them are going to get a Divas Championship tonight at the Big Titty Wonder Woman Bella, Nikki Bella herself. Yeah. So then we have Dean Ambrose and R-Truth versus Stardust. And yeah, Luke Harper. And who could forget, of course, the Joker's harmless son. Overall, decent tag team match. Was alright. R-Truth and Dean Ambrose get the win after Stardust runs into R-Truth's finisher maneuver, and I'm thinking, wow, R-Truth getting a win on Monday Night Raw. You know it's WrestleMania season when that happens. Okay, so moving on, shall we? We go on to, we get into Robin Hood, big man's bitch, McCall face, straight up at us, baby girl. Video package. Basically, WWE's way of saying, hey, Roman Reigns is a good guy. You shouldn't boo him. Cheer for him. Like Roman Reigns. And I'm sitting here going, hell no. Okay, so then we have an interesting tag team match. Basically a build-up for the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. We have The Miz, Damien Sandow, Adam Rose, and the Ascension versus the big guy right back. Zack Ryder, Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, and one Big Red, a.k.a. Erick Rowan. And none other than Bill Simmons. That's right, Boston's own Bill Simmons. And you know it's bad. I said this on Twitter again. You know it's bad when me, being a die-hard Boston fan from Boston, and I can't stand Bill Simmons. This guy makes us Boston fans look like retards. Like, we're not all this stupid, seriously. Oh yeah, I can't wait till LeBron James become a Celtic. What? Like, what the hell? Anyways, so the match happens, faces get over, Ryback, primetime players, Erick Rowan, Zack Ryder get the win. After Ryback hits the shell shock on The Miz. And that's like the third time he's gotten the shell shock by Ryback in a span of like 2 weeks. Ow. Okay, so then we had the poll coming up, and Randy Orton will be facing none other than the long lost X-Men. That's right, Seth Rollins along with JJ Security. Gee, who would have saw that coming? And it was iffy because I'm like, okay, a couple weeks ago you had Orton and Rollins beat, you had Orton beating the holy hell as Seth Rollins a couple weeks ago. This week is basically Rollins just backing away from Orton. But then this is the part that doesn't make sense to me. Tell me how this makes sense. He wasn't scared about big old Brock Lesnar up in his face, but he's scared about Randall Keith Orton being, I don't know, 3 feet away from him. I know he's a Viper and he's psychotic, but seriously, it's motherfucking Brock Lesnar. Anyways, Randy Orton beats the holy hell out of JJ Security and hits Jamie Noble with the RKO out of nowhere. So 1, 2, 3, Orton wins, and Orton says that Seth Rollins is next. Yeah, Goldberg called. He wants his catchphrase back. Okay. So you backstage segment between Paige and AJ. Paige says that AJ would be crazy to turn down a title shot. Yeah, that epic steal, the 12-year-old Miss Brooks. Actually, she just had a birthday recently, right? Excuse me, the 13-year-old Miss April Brooks. Now I could say that. 13. She went up by a year, guys. Don't worry. Still illegal, but she went up by a year. So anyways, you got the Crumpet Paige versus Big Titty Woman Bella for the Divas Championship. Match overall, not a bad Divas match. I mean, you can't say they got like 2 minutes, usual 2 minutes or 3 minutes. They actually got a decent amount of time. Not a bad matchup. Nikki Bella gets the win after Paige was getting distracted by AJ. Actually, AJ accidentally decked Paige in the forearm. And, yeah, trying to tease some tension between AJ and Paige for WrestleMania. So, still kind of a shame that, it's not like a fatal 4-way for the Divas Championship. I think that would be a little bit cooler, because, last year, to me, one of the more noticeable parts about the Divas, yes, guys, it was a Divas match last year, which, of course, AJ won. But anyways, one of the interesting parts was, Nikki kind of turning on her sister in the match by hitting, the rack attack. And to me, that was kind of like a noteworthy moment of the match. So I thought it'd be kind of noteworthy maybe a year later or something like that. But no, WWE wants to basically give us the same exact match we got the Rumble minus Natty, put in AJ here. So, with that being said, we had the one and only Snoop Dogg. That's right, no longer Snoop Lion, guys, because we all know that fad died. So Snoop Dogg comes out and gets interrupted by the one and only Curtis Axel and saying, Axel Mania is running wild, brother. And who comes out, brother? Hulk Hogan, dude. What you gonna do? What you try to steal my gimmick, brother? And I used to make sure that your father was my bitch whenever we had matches, brother. What you gonna do? And basically, long story short, that's what he said. And, yeah. Interesting. Obviously, you were just waiting for Hulk Hogan to come out and respond to quote-unquote Axel Mania, dude. So, you had, oh my god, Interspecies Tag Team Match. Basically a rematch from SmackDown. Cesaro, Tyson Kidd, and Natalya versus El Tarrito and Los Matadores. My god. Just what happens when you have practically the same exact match from last year and minus 2 teams at WrestleMania. That's going to be the pre-show. Oh my god. But anyways, match was short. Not much to say. Torito pins Natalia. My God, this is bad. I can't stand this. Oh God, WrestleMania, here we come. Anyways, so then we had Jack Swagger versus AKA Rusev's bitch versus Nando Lana is making a movie. But goddamn, they can't just like use Lana for Mondays and the rest of the week they freaking put her as like in her movie role. I know she's doing WWE Studios and she does have acting experience, But damn, we want Lana, bitch. Anyways, Rusev versus Swagger. You probably guess what happened. Rusev beat Swagger in no time, and Rusev wins. And then out comes, oh my God. Now, you'd think that 6 days before Mania, they could at least hold them not trying to beat the holy hell out of each other. Nope. Let's just have them beat the holy hell out of each other. It's 6 days away, So basically, Rusev gets a better hand, believe it or not, on Mr. John Cena. And beats him up in the announce table and uses the monitors and destroys them as well. Yes, Lana would be happy that he crushed the monitors along with John Cena. I was ready to see John Cena as another United States champion, folks. Alright, let's go. Shit. We have Bray Wyatt. Did I say Bray Wyatt? I think I said Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt cut a promo, as usual. Talking about The Undertaker and that, Oh, God. You guys know how I feel about Bray Wyatt? Fan of the guy. Not a huge fan of him basically saying the same thing every single week, but just rewarding it. It's truly the same thing. And, fans chant, "We want Taker." Hell, I was chanting, "We want Taker." And you guys know me. I want Taker to retire. But at this point, I'm just like, well, at least if Taker shows up, it's something different. Nope, Taker has a no-show. And, again, I guess WWE is trying to give us mystery of LOL. What does The Undertaker look like ever since the streak has ended from Brock Lesnar? But hey, ask Michelle McCool putting those Instagram pics of her and her husband. She's not looking that good these days. Okay, so yeah, this cheap little plug backstage of the Burger King's chicken fries, and I get it. Tyson Kid, Tyson Chicken, and oh God, shit. I heard the chicken fries are good though, honestly. Okay, so then we have Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler, which you'd think on paper would be a good match. It was a pretty good match. The fans of the WWE app got to choose who the special guest referee was. And who other than, yes, long greasy hair, long lost Joker's son, Dean Ambrose. And, pretty good match between Bryan and Ziggler. Ziggler gets the win after the zigzag. Ziggler celebrates. Ambrose does the dirty deeds out of nowhere, causes tension, and out comes the brawl of R-Truth, Stardust, Luke Harper, Bad News, Bart, and company. Actually, I don't think Bad News Bart actually came out for this, surprisingly enough. But, it was just a brawl, basically. And, it's kind of interesting how, again, I'm saying this for the last time, how sad is it that the IC title feud is more intriguing and actually has had build-up more than the freaking world title. And the IC champion's looking like a bitch. I'm talking about Bad News Bart. I'm a fan of the guy too, so it's not like I'm naturally knocking him down. But anyways, so we go to the main event segment. You have Paul Heyman coming out with Brock Lesnar, and Brock's growing a beard, kind of like his UFC days. So yeah, that's a hint of what's happening after WrestleMania. I don't know what will. People are saying, "What's going up here doesn't mean shit." He's looking good, better shape though. Anyways, so Brock Lesnar and Heyman come out. Heyman cuts a promo and says that basically Roman Reigns thinks he can win, that he will win, but Lesnar doesn't think he'll win. He knows that Brock Lesnar will not win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania, and out comes Roman Reigns gonna make a Reigns bitch. And I was like, here we go. Here's my nap right here. So, no surprisingly enough, Reigns comes out with booze. And, Roman Reigns just basically stares him down, and then, oh my God. When you have a go-home show for WrestleMania, you expect like a big epic moment where it's a beatdown or just an epic stare down or something along those lines. Not a freaking tug of war for the WWE World Championship. Look like a bunch of freaking 8-year-olds. No, this is mine. No, this is mine. No, this is mine. It's like, oh my god. Reminded me of freaking several years ago when Late Cool was still around, when they broke the Women's Championship. Remember that shit? When they broke the championship because they pulled it too hard? Oh my god. That's your go-home shit. And people are saying, oh, they're SmackDown. Who here watches SmackDown these days? Bueller? Yeah, exactly. It's just this for a go-home show of your biggest event, WrestleMania, and you ended on that. I mean, the show itself is just the show itself was underwhelming to say the least already. But when you have the ending like that, oh. If this was any other show, I'd be sitting here going, I ain't watching it. Actually, no, I'll still review it. No, I'd watch it, but just barely care about it. You know, because it's WrestleMania, I'll still be intrigued because of the fact it is WrestleMania. And I know the build-up has been bad, but I talked with, guys remember, Omar from MT Omar Reviews. You know, he talked about how the build-up hasn't been that bad. The build-up has been bad, but compared to recent history, it hasn't been that bad, only because, guys, do you remember the build-up for WrestleMania 27? Pepperidge Farms remembers that shit. But anyways, that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't. And once again, follow me on Twitter. Link will be down in the description box. And, let's just pray to God that WrestleMania is going to be enjoyable. Thank God. I want to enjoy this show for more than just 2 matches. Please. Anyways, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I hope to God freaking Triple H and Sting is the main event over freaking Rowan and Orkla's loser. Peace.